All right. So before we continue, I did announce on Twitter that I will be singing another song. Um, I noticed that my voice was pretty loud last time I attempted to sing. So I turned myself down a bit just to make sure it doesn't get like that again. But this song isn't requiring me to raise my voice that much, hopefully. But this song, apparently, um, I can't find anything on the band that did this one song for Jet Set Radio, the Jet Grind Radio. And they went by the reps for the name in the credits. But from anything else, I do not see anything on these guys. So yeah. Fun stuff. So I don't have a downloaded version of this song. So I can't really put the info on the top of the screen like I do with all the other stuff that I grab off of iTunes. But I can tell you that the song is called "Bout the City," and at that time they went by the name The Reps. I can't tell you anything else about them. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to sing the song, although I am not too familiar with the song yet. I just started learning it today. And then after this song, I'm gonna play another song because I gotta shake off those jitters. I'm trying to sing this one. And the song almost starts automatically, so I had to be like quick to switch to the lyrics page because I don't know the lyrics yet, of course. The lyrics aren't too hard, it's just I'm not familiar with them yet. I hope the song doesn't start off too loud for y'all on that end, because I'm already going to expect it. All right, so yeah, let's go. Oh, I can see them about the town. I can hear them all say, "Pop, pop, pop, do wop, do wop." Listen to the music, do wop, do wop, do. Do wop, do wop. Listen to the music, do wop, do wop, do. Do wop, do wop. Listen to the music, do wop, do wop, do. Do wop, do wop. Listen to the music, do wop, do wop, do. Yes! Not bad. I don't think they're bad. Even sometimes they look so mad. The guys in sound, the guys are sound, and everybody's talking about them. Won't you play me that song to make me strong? You see, take me to the tower, get out of the corner, take me to the border. I will make it as they do. I can see them all about the town. Oh, I can hear them all say, "Ba ba ba ba, do wop, do wop." Listen to the music, do wop, do wop, do. Do wop, do wop. Listen to the music, do wop, do wop, do. I'm so bad at this. Yes. They have changed the same old scene. It's not a story in a magazine. Guys in town, they're hanging around. Don't you know they'll never let you down? I believe in what I feel. make it real. Won't you sing? I will make it if I do. Take me to the power. Get out of the corner. Take me to the border. I will make it as they do. I can see them all about the town. Or I can hear them all say, "Bop, bop, bop, doo-wop, doo-wop." Listen to the music, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo. Doo-wop, doo-wop. Listen to the music, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo. Of course I do. Of course I do. Say what? Make me strong. Just sing, I will make it if I do. Take me to the power. Get out of the corner. Take me to the border. I will make it as they do. I can see them all about the town. Or I can hear them all say, "Ba-la, ba-ba-da, doo-wop, doo-wop." Listen to the music, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo. Doo-wop, doo-wop. Listen to the music, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo. Doo-wop, doo-wop, listen to the music, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo. Doo-wop, doo-wop, listen to the music, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo. Oh, they changed it at the end. I'm so bad. At least there's no one here to tell me that I sucked. I love that song. It sounds so good. It really reminds me of when I was just when I was pre-teens, actually. I wasn't even a teenager yet when that song came out. Shit. God, I'm gonna hate listening to this VOD. I already know I sounded like crap and I messed up on the lyrics earlier. That's gonna be a fun one. But hopefully the sound isn't as bad as the last one. I know I was too loud. But yeah, this song I'll probably play it once in a while without me singing it so people can actually enjoy the song. I accidentally closed. Nice. Back to my channel. At least my stream didn't go down. All right, so I'm gonna let one song play. And then we're gonna start the stream officially.
Understand the concept of love. Understand the concept of love. Understand the concept
was too tame for him.
What is love? What is free love? What is free boy? What is boy? What is girl? What is free girl? What is love is free. Love is free. Love is free. Love is free.
Ready to kick some ass.
Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Tame for him.
Understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the concept, understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the concept of love. Understand the concept of love. Understand the concept of love. Love.
Free love was too tame for him. Tame for him. Tame for him. Free love was too tame for him.
What is love? What is free love? Love is free. Love is free. Free.
All right, let's go ahead and get this started. Let me game going. So with a quick recap of the last stream, the chief prosecutor is being accused, and she's also admitting to killing Detective Goodman, whichever way, tomato, and let's see what else. Edgeworth's car was being used to have the body in it. The death wasn't immediate. It was fatal, but he didn't die instantly. What else? We have this suspicious lunch lady that keeps hanging around. And apparently she's dating officers. Or so she says. But, there seems to be something else about her that we don't know. What else is there to discuss before we resume this session? We know the body was moved because the death was an instant, and the body was found in Edgeworth's car. Actually, I just put something together now that I thought about it. They had a ceremony at the police department, and they were handing out awards and such. The guy got stabbed at the police department because that's where Edgeworth was, since he got the King of Prosecutors award. So the body was moved from the police department to the prosecutor's office unknowingly by Edgeworth, and apparently his knife was used. to stab the victim. And the prosecutor is admitting to all of this, but the autopsy report is showing that this guy could have died between 1600 hours to 4 o'clock to 5:15. Oh no, 5:30. The death was quote unquote around about 5:15, which is I guess when the body was found. And then what do you call it? Hold on, let me fix my windows real quick. So now we know the murder actually took place at the police department, not at the prosecutor's office. But there's another detail I'm missing. What was it? Oh, that's right. So apparently the lunchbox lady, she was the eyewitness, but depending on where she was, she couldn't have seen what happened as she says she did, because there was a wall, and the wall blocks the view from certain angles. I think that's it. I think we're all caught up on the details. Also, I forgot a bottle of water, so we're gonna be probably taking a short recess after a while, so I can go grab one of those. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. We're now on day 1 trial. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Hey, you can't make that kind of joke. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes. A defense attorney should never believe their client. Lana, shut up. Terrible advice. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. Haha, got him. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I mean, if you would listen to me more, right, and give me more freedom over this game, I would have this stuff all figured out. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. What are you talking about? We got Emma. Give her head pats. Head pats. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. That's unfortunate. I hope my voice isn't too low. After I had to switch it for the whole singing session. After yesterday, especially. Hold up! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense... Ew, I'm already fucking up my words. Just like I did in the song. Oh no. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Yeah, okay, Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. See, they put a lot of emphasis on this lunch lady. Oh wait, she did say she used to be a detective, didn't she? I remember her saying something like she used to, besides her nickname of what was that stupid ridiculous name? Cough Up Queen. Every time I think about it, I just want to gag. Like, ugh. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr. Yep, it had to be her. To the stand. The Cough Up Queen? Oh, she gonna be coughing up tonight. Mm-hmm. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered a caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. I actually love fiesta bowl salads. Fiesta bowl salads are pretty good. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? Clever. Very clever. There's a bowl of rice with like little chia seeds in it. It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. I don't think I ever want to eat caviar. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Ah, yes, the disruption of music. Thank you, Edgeworth. Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Yes, everyone wait for the judge to eat his fucking caviar. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. At what? Never mind, don't answer that. Huh. What exactly does that mean? Yeah, exactly. You just can't go around with being said, oh, I'm a professional, and then have everyone basically eating at the palm of your hand. It's like going to a freaking, like a nuclear power plant, just being like, oh yeah, I am a professional at these things, and you don't have like a lick of sense of what you're doing there. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. Oh, okay. So she has some credentials. Got it. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Okay. What? Miss Star was a detective? That's what I'm saying. And now she's over here giving lunches? Okay, now he's probably realizing where he saw her from. Aha! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. But very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Okay. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. Alright. B block is for visitors and clients. Okay, that makes sense. There's a chain fence here. Chain divider separates the 2 blocks. Got it. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. Okay, so this is Edgeworth's car. And here's that wall that I was talking about earlier. We also came to the conclusion that this telephone doesn't work, because we tried using it during the investigation. I see. The killer was stabbed. No, the killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. But the way the body was hanging out of the trunk was the body being pulled out, not being put in. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. Okay. And who was this valiant witness? It was Angel Star, apparently, Judge. Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Got it. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Okay, I was about to say the fucking game wouldn't continue. Of course, Your Honor. Why is the game not... Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wow, you're not supposed to be on their side, Judge. You're supposed to be indiscriminate. Wait, are they talking about me? Yes, they're talking about you. Alright. Let's try to get this figured out. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. Hey, Rin. You already missed the singing, and I did horrible, just so you know. I love you too, Rin. Oop. Yeah, I know. You have a stream planned for tonight. I saw. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I was in your Undertale stream this morning. I was lurking the entire time. You're always late. Always. And I keep clicking out of the stream. I'm gonna let you know though, it was a new song that I was learning, and I did really bad at it. I messed up on the lyrics at one point, and then I had to figure out where I was in the song. But it was a good old, the song had those good old 2000 vibes. Always happy to be here. I mean, I really enjoy having y'all come by. It's always fun to talk to y'all. Instead of me just, you know, reading the entire script of the game the entire time. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. How would you know? I really appreciate it, Rin. I like seeing that I go to my VODs to highlight them, and I like to see that they actually have views on them. Usually about 12 views per VOD. Sometimes higher, sometimes lower. But, you know, if people are watching them and they're enjoying it, then it makes me happy. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. It says to her boyfriend. Where was the boyfriend at? When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finally honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. I see. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. I don't know, Judge. I don't know about that. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. Oh, there is plenty room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm not feeling it yet, Angel. I'm still thinking about that. No, you're not, Phoenix. We're not crushed yet, you fool. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Yeah, exactly. Emma's got the right idea. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Yes. So, before we continue with her, let's check our evidence real quick. Mainly this, because we just got this piece of evidence during the trial. So, she says she was bringing a lunchbox for her boyfriend. The crime happened, or the quote-unquote crime happened on this side of the fence. She was apparently on this side of the fence because she said she had to look through a chain link fence. So she had to be somewhere around here because she can't be over here. If the trunk is open, she won't be able to see the body or the stabbing for that matter. So she had to be over here. If she was on this side, she wouldn't be able to see it because there's a barrier right here. Even the security room would have trouble seeing it. So there's no way they could see from this position. Okay. And then we also got something else, right? Or no, that was it. No, that was it. Mainly the floor plan. That's big evidence. That's huge. Just having the floor plan alone helps with a lot of positioning and coordination. Alright, so let's try to figure out what this lady knows. And I already hate this sentence. Oh, somehow I always knew a day like this would come. It's so stupid. Who is your boyfriend? That's the real question. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend. The security guard. The security guard, huh? That boyfriend? You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Holy crap. Care to join? No thank you. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Ugh, I shudder to think about that. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self. The judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot. In A block. Huh. But you said you saw the thing through the chain fence. But if you saw through the chain fence, you would be in block B, not block A. Alright, love you too, Rin. Have a good stream. Thank you for stopping by again. I really appreciate it. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Yeah, exactly. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Let's ask for more information on that. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. I feel like I need to turn the music down a little bit. Or maybe it's just me that it's loud for. It's probably just me. Alright, so Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed, it was. Poor Edgeworth. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. So it was about 30 feet away. Interesting. Alright. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. If we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Alright. So, are we sure she's right-handed? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. Are they? I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike. No. I get it. Point. Pointy knife. The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. But what do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Let's press on this stupid statement. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Abhorrence? Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. I think I pressed on everything, didn't I? Yeah, because I hit this one. She's talking about that boyfriend. I did this one already. It led to nothing but nonsense. Oh no, I already did this one. I already did this one too. There's no fingerprints. You know, being a knife that just got thrusted into somebody, you expect to be more blood on this thing, not just a smear. And if Edgeworth's car is right here, he had to be about over here. But she said she was bringing lunch to her boyfriend, the security guard. He would have been on this side. I'm gonna take a gamble on this one. Nope, that was wrong. am I missing? What am I missing? This is a bit of a tough one. What am I missing here? I think we pressed on all the statements, right? Okay, so we did this one already. Yeah, so she got laid off. We'll find out about that. Oh, I didn't hit this one. This boyfriend. He's the detective? Oh no, I already did this one too. Shit. What about this one? I think we did this one too. Yeah. Oh. Apparently I did miss something? Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring? Really? I don't know what's so inspiring about it. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Hey, a photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. Wow. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? Think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Okay, cool. So now we got a crime photo. Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Hold on. Hold on. She's not holding a knife. She's not holding a knife. Yeah.
Objection!
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. And I haven't had a good salmon in so long. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? And why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. He didn't even yell it out or anything. He just says it like objection. Yeah, that's it. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. Of course, she's not holding the knife because she already stabbed the victim. It already makes sense. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken a moment before the stabbing. This was taken a moment after the stabbing.
Objection!
And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. It's on the white coat. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be. Which is really shitty for evidence. Like, oh, it could be this, it could be that on a black and white photo. But in this case, it really does look like it's only just blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ooh. I'm going to object. I'm a mad lad. I would do it. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. That is true. That means it happened that she took it after. You're a genius, Phoenix. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. That's weak. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. No. Like, what does ordering a bigger lunch has to do with anything? Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. Hmm. Is she wearing gloves? I can't tell. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Maybe because she was investigating, not actually killing the guy. It was not premeditated. She would not be wearing those gloves. But if somebody that works in, law found a corpse and they were trying to investigate it themselves, they would always know that they have to put on gloves. So even if somebody, was trying to cover their tracks or do this or that, she is a prosecutor, so she knows that if her fingerprints are anywhere, it's always going to be on her anyway. I don't know. It's a little iffy sometimes. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Depends on how you twist the story, Your Honor. Premeditated murder. Serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Hold on. There's one thing wrong with that. Hold on. Let me think it through. It's if it was premeditated murder, why didn't she bring her own weapon? Why did she use Edgeworth's knife? How would she even know Edgeworth had a knife in there? Yeah, I think that's solid. I did find a contradiction. It makes sense when you really deep dive into some of this stuff.
Objection!
And hey, welcome to the stream, Anna Maria. Thank you for stopping by. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, That has nothing to do with this. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Yes, yes, it was in his trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Yes, Edgeworth, you don't have to chime in. Oh yeah, I'm having so much fun with this game. It's so good. I've been able to not get lost in the twists and turns and figure some of the stuff out. But case 4 really threw me for a loop. I did not think I didn't get the idea of the killer just shooting into the water twice and then jumping into the pond. Like that loop really got me. I didn't know where to go um with that perspective when after until it was brought up. I was like, wow, I did not think of that. It's like I almost had it though. I almost did. But they got me with that one. I couldn't I couldn't figure that one out myself. What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Yes, case 4 was a tough one, but it was really good. I really enjoyed case 4. This case is one of your favorites? Yeah, this one I've kind of gotten a gist of what's going on. Um just by looking at the evidence. Since I can't pull it up right now. Um I've already figured this one out. Because due to the SL6 incident, like I already know this is upside down. This is not a random 6-7S. This is SL9. So I already figured this one out. And then what else was I looking at? Yeah, this one. This one, like I already figured out she had to be on this side. And she could only see the kill happen from this side right here. Because if she was on this side at the security room, she would be blocked by this wall. And she was already on, and she said she was on the other side of the fence. So she couldn't see from over here anywhere because the vehicle would block the view. So she had to be over here. And also, due to the autopsy report, I know that the murder happened, I believe it was at the police station because the wound wasn't fatal. The guy died from blood loss. So whoever stabbed the detective and shoved him into Edgeworth's car, it happened during the ceremony because all the officers are busy at that time with the ceremony. So they stabbed him, threw him in the trunk, and then Edgeworth unknowingly brought the detective to the prosecutor's office. And judging from the tape that was left when they found the body looked like it was more of being pulled out of the trunk and not being put into the trunk. Which I think they have a picture of that. No, we don't. So that's how far I am into piecing everything together myself. Fast forwarding from the game. Like those are just my educated guesses so far. Yeah, because they're like, oh yeah, he could have died an hour and a half from 4 o'clock, which 4 o'clock they were still holding the ceremony, if I remember correctly. And Edgeworth didn't get to the parking lot until 5:12. So I've really been piecing it together as we go. I've had a lot of fun figuring it out, though, or at least trying to. The defense has a request. Oh, there's a lot more? Oh, man. I can't wait to see hear the rest of it then. Because I like trying to figure it out before we get to the like the last day. I like to figure it out as we collect the evidence and not during the trial. Unless evidence comes up during the trial and it changes my perspective of what's going on. But yeah, it jogs the memory or it helps the memory a little bit to think of this kind of stuff. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. Judge, you're an airhead. I need you to calm down, buddy. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Nani? This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Order! Order! Order, I say. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. And just for now, Phoenix. In a little bit, you're gonna be sweating bullets again. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Calm down, Emma. We're not done yet. Yeah, see? There goes Edgeworth. Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Yeah, no thank you. I prefer a burger. I don't consider humble pie a lunch. That's dessert. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. Not really trifling when you think about it. Like, who can guess that there's actually something you can use as a murder weapon in a trunk sometimes? Usually those things are empty. Or filled with, other random stuff, but... Well, I guess you can use almost anything in a trunk as a weapon if you can. Especially tools. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Jesus Christ, learn to talk, Mel. Holy shit. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Get wrecked, Angel. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs prove. Nothing else. I also noticed something in this picture. She's not wearing her scarf. I kind of recognized it, but I didn't think about it until now. She wasn't wearing her scarf in that picture. It's kind of weird. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... Oh, about to bring up the gloves again? I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Ah, yes. Here we go. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. That's a contradiction. I'm pretty sure it was only a single stab. Yeah, one knife wound. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? That's a good question, Emma. But no. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. And I already have a contradiction. Haha, fuck you, game. Alright, so... yeah, you're saying she intended to. She did call him over. Apparently, she called Detective Goodman over. You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. You know, she's right. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried the public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office, where he was murdered. But how did he get there? His car wasn't there. Did anyone ever think of that? I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Why would you think that, though? From what I remember, they said that they only worked one case together. Like, they only worked together once. What kind of grudge? And, you know, they probably worked on SL9 together, now that I think about it. Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. I know what's inside. It's a lunch. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Huh? Don't you agree? No? Why would a lunchbox have pretzels in it? That's a snack. I get it. That's why my lunchbox was so salty. No, it was salty because it was caviar, Judge. Ugh. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Is it though? Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again. Yeah, we're going straight with this one. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise? What in the world is this lady making in her kitchen? Holy crap. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me, Judge. Me. I did this. I did this. Give the credit to Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. Emma, you're only 16. Edgeworth is like 24 or 25. I need you to get your hormones under control, lady. What about my objection? No one noticed. I feel your pain, Phoenix. Well, witness, you got the crime scene set, right? Is that rice with ketchup on top? Oh, that reminds me back then when a friend of mine, when I stayed at her place, she would make like white rice with ketchup and forgot how the egg was cooked on top of it. So good. Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now, I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Huh. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. I'm so glad I noticed that earlier. She's not wearing her muffler in the photo.
Objection!
Miss Starr,
Objection!
I demand. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Edgeworth, please. Give me my time to shine. I'm begging you, buddy. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Damn, Edgeworth, just go for the juggler, why don't you? Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Jesus. It's being so brutal. Harsh words. But good. Judge, we need to talk about your place in life as well. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? Please. But it was there. A scarf. No, not that. But something red. Really. So she is claiming that she did wear the muffler. But the picture she took doesn't show that. Interesting. So there's something we're missing then. Okay. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. That is true. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Wait, what? Hold on. She tried to run behind the partition. But why did she try to run behind the partition? Is that because she tried to use the phone? And then only after she tried to use the phone, she found out it was broken? I also love this music track. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Wait, how the hell did you get across the fence so fast? You were in Block B, not in Block A. How did you get over there and freaking arrested her? You're very sus, lady. Very, very sus. I don't like it. Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. She mentioned the muffler, huh? That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. See, hearing the mention of a muffler and seeing a muffler is two different things. You're still sus, lady. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Or futile, however people like to say it. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. Please shut up with your metaphors. They suck. That's me, Angel Star. Yeah, that wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Yeah, exactly. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. What if I like that? Then what, Angel? Huh? Fight me. No thanks. Note to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Who isn't weak to poisonous snake bites? Emma? Get your shit together. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Ah, but we did see the oil drum that was tipped over on the crime scene. Or the supposed crime scene. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Can I not do that again? Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Alright. So she says she's tried to run behind a partition. Okay. This is the statement that really gets me. This one right here. Like, for the love of God, what did you do to get over there so fast? Did you like rip the fence open? Like after becoming the Hulk or something? Like, there's literally a fence between you and her, and you have to run like, what did she say, 30 feet? I think she said 30 feet. Just to catch up to her and arrest her on the spot. So let's press this thing. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Yeah, you were 30 feet away and you also had a fence between you. Like, seriously, lady, come on. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yes. We're gonna fucking press the shit out of her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. Yes, please. I would love to be enlightened by what the heck this lady did. Oh, I think this is going to explain one of my deductions that I had earlier. So let's see how close I was to it. The Lunchland car was here, okay. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. Yes, we understand that much. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Actually, I have problems with this. Look how close she is to the gate. Like, she's literally up against the fence. That is not that far as it is being portrayed. Her position, as well as the angle. The angle doesn't match, nor does the distance. This is bullshit. Alright, let's go back to listening to her bullshit testimony. Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. She's just lucky I can't take her out back with a bat and just bash her kneecaps in. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. You went over it? Amazing. The cough-up queen. Lunch lady, athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. Not only that, but the chief prosecutor would have heard her going over the fence. Chain link fences are loud. You cannot jump over one of those things without making a sound. Unless you don't touch the fence at all. So chief prosecutor definitely would have known that that lady was coming after her. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Exactly. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high. Yeah, that's tall. That's a tall ass fence. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Exactly. Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Yeah, let's press about this whole muffler thing. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Damn, you suck, lady. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Oh, that must have been when she was talking to her sister. She called her sister on the phone. That's right, she called her sister on the phone. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Yes, exactly. That's what I said. Her phone. She can't mean. Let's ask further. We're going in deep. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, I don't see. No, the court doesn't see, Mr. Exactly, Judge. Exactly. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. Except that phone doesn't work. On the wall? That's right. Near the car. There was an emergency phone on the wall. So, if she was gonna make a phone call, why would she? Why? If you're murdering somebody, you don't just head for a phone on the wall. You get the hell out of Dodge. Like, nah, screw this, I'm out. Then you leave. You don't stick around the crime scene longer than you have to. Apparently, it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed. The emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. She's done a terrible job if you ask me, Judge. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? Right? You should of course add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. The things I do just to get this shit to come out of your mouth. Oh, cell phone updated. The word muffler was overheard during the call. Okay. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Ooh. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind a partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. Very sus indeed. And you saw her doing this? Yeah, you can't see her doing it because the partition. How can you see her do that if the partition is there? What is it, Mr. Wright? Yeah, she says she saw it all. But you couldn't have seen it because the partition is in the way. Yeah, this is what I want. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Because she doesn't like prosecutors. Oh, and she's the chief prosecutor, which means she hates her more.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. That would be true, Edgeworth, if she wasn't chief prosecutor. Let's go over the word, Edgeworth. All right. Just repeat after me. Prosecutor. Yeah, you got that, buddy? You got that? No? Okay. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Whoop, there it goes. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Please no. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed a crime from this point. However, if that's true... Yeah, the fucking partition is right there. Yeah, you see that wall right there? Yeah, you can't see through that. That's a solid object. Come on, lady. Get your head out your ass. You couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed we're in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about where she saw it, but there's no way. She was not in B block. She was definitely in A block. The Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie? I see. But, say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean Miss Star witnessed a crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Shut your ass up, Edgeworth. I got this. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Don't. You're not supposed to, like, say it's a lie, buddy. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Star witnessed this crime was... Alright, so hear me out. I know she was not over here. And if Lana had to go use the security phone instead of running to somebody else for help, that means she did not see anybody else nearby. If you don't see anybody else nearby and you head straight for her phone, that only means one thing. She was in the security room. And not only that, the security room is on the second floor. And I believe the entrance to the security room is like somewhere over here. Which means she can easily go down a flight of stairs real fast and then catch up to her. But how did she get the picture from the chain link fence area? That's a very different mystery. But I want to say she was in the security room.
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? She said she was bringing them lunch. Where else would she have been? Indeed, security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. You would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. That is true, she couldn't have been on that side of the parking lot. I remember in your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Yes. Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Oh, how the turns have tabled on you, Angel. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr. Yes. Order! Order! Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright? Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. But how did she get this picture? That doesn't make sense. That truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Why do I have to tell? Huh? Me? Who else? It doesn't make any sense. Why is the defense attorney had to be the one to be like, oh, this is the reason why they're lying? Like, no, that's not how that works. Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what would change? So we already know the angle of the view was already different. But after looking at the floor plans again, I'm gonna have to say it was the distance, because she was a lot closer after that. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. Ow. Distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station, but not the telephone, to the guard station. That distance is a lot shorter. That cuts it by like half. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
It's not from what she could see, it's how fast she can get there. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Exactly. Exactly. God, I'm so glad I don't work in law. Miss Starr, you witnessed a crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you... Yes. You ordered the squid wheels, right? Ew. The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. I wonder if that's any good. I've never had boysenberry. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed a crime from the glass-walled station. Yeah, I was right. That's the entrance right there. Just under a flight of stairs. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. There's no way. Absolutely no way. No. Nope. Nope. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I'm sorry, but between you seeing something and then like you taking a picture of something 5 minutes later, so much changes within that small amount of time. There's already so much movement. There's no way. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Your plastic sporks mean nothing to me. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. See, I would agree to that statement, Judge. But she said a plastic spork. I, as the true Giga Chad that I am, own a titanium spork. Fucking plastic. Get out of here with that garbage. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? I'm raising an objection. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. Ah, yes, the al dente pasta. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Well then, seems we come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant, and they blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. Screw that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the Coffin Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Wait, what? Nani the fuck? What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple decker. Making me hungry. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Wow. Okay, Judge. You got bribed. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. I'm already disappointed. And I didn't even have one of your lunches. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No, you didn't. You haven't mentioned anything about a shoe. Two types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Oh, she did cut her hand, she said. Wait. She said she cut her hand. But in the photo, it's clear that she had gloves on, and there was no blood from her whatsoever. But the gloves weren't ripped or anything like that. So how did her blood get on there? It makes no sense. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. No, I'm okay. I'd rather not have you there for decisive evidence. You suck. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. What the fuck? In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Uh-oh. Edgeworth's about to get beat down. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Actually, before we start this, I am going to take a quick little break. So, like I said earlier, I didn't bring any water with me, so I need to go get some to drink. And for the time being, I'll put some music on until I get back. So I will be back in a little bit. I hope you all take the time to actually, get yourself something to drink as well. Stretch, walk around a little bit. I need to do that as well because blood clots. Don't want any of those. Yeah, I'll be back in a moment. All right, I am back. All fixed up. All right. Usually, I don't do too long of streams of this game because my voice wears out really fast, and usually it's about 3 hours. So just know that once this little bit is done, I think this is like the last bit for her. Um, it'll be the end of stream. So yeah, just a heads up. So that just saying that it's not much longer. And also my since I don't work tomorrow, I will most likely be on again. Yeah. Just gotta make sure my voice is ready for the next stream. Alright. Let's go on about this decisive evidence. Should have mentioned it's 5 minutes when I was looking at the crime scene. Doesn't sound like you're gonna get much out of that if you press it. Doesn't sound like you get much out of this one either. Is it really flawless though? I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Ugh. Who even eats that? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? I'm gonna say there's a problem with it. But first, hold on. Because it's in the... Yeah, it is. Huh. So... before we get to that shoe issue, my only problem so far is how did blood get on the bottom of the shoe? Like, it looks like you had a step in a puddle of blood. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. Must have cut herself at that time of the crime. Poor sis. But this, on the other hand, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe? It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. all this blood? It's horrible. Blood might be an important clue. Okay. But that also brings me to another thing. Because if there was a puddle of blood. Wait, hold on. What side were those oil drums that had water in them on? Because if she struggled to arrest the chief prosecutor, she said she knocked over the oil drum, but the oil drums were apparently filled with water, which could have washed away the blood. But from what I was thinking earlier, the crime scene happened at the police station, so the blood would have been over there, right? Nobody at the police station has reported blood, apparently, so. Oh no, that's a good thing to remember, though. Gotta think on that one. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. So it would be the blood on the bottom. I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. You could go to jail for threatening somebody like that. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Well, the body is obviously in a trunk, and there's no blood on the floor. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Oh, but there would have been a footprint when the photograph was taken. That makes sense. There should have been a footprint in the photo or something. Or like blood on the floor. And there was none of that. Makes sense. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. My voice is going away so fast. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because We checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order! 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 Well, witness? What? Huh? Where it going, Mr. Wright? But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh. That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. But what are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. But yeah, it comes back to the whole oil drum. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Damn. Witness. Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? That means they washed away the evidence. But by the time that picture was taken, that blood should have still been there. There's no way the blood couldn't have been there because that photo was taken before she got apprehended. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. No, that is not how it worked. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me. This guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on her shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. But Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. He could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Raise an objection. Yeah. Little girl. What did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats and scare the cough up queen. Look at this. Oh. A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. I want to see that photo. I saw something. That the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. But Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I could win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Oh, I saw something. I saw something. I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. Yeah, let me examine that picture. I saw something. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. No, I clearly saw something already. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. There. That's what I saw. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes.
Take that!
The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Judge, I'm disappointed in you. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see. And I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Yeah, you mentioned the muffler, remember? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and the muffler is related to the case. The cell phone. That she talked about it over the phone.
Take that!
Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler? Ah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, some strange noises going on. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Oof, that was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. To be continued. And with that, I am going to have to end the stream for tonight. Struggling to talk. I need to eat. I haven't ate yet. So as the judge said, it is lunchtime. And yeah. So I know a friend of mine dropped by. So I'm probably going to raid her. I'm not sure if she's still playing or not though. But I do want to thank everyone who stopped by tonight. I appreciate you, Anna Maria, for stopping by, saying hello. It's always nice to see some new faces around. And my friend, Mama Rin, or Nintendo Mama, as she goes by, stopped by earlier. So if she is still streaming, I don't know if she is or not. Check. Let's see. That's weird. Not showing up on my list. Um, but I do have a buddy of mine that is streaming. He plays a lot of horror games. His name is kthnx. He's a really cool guy. I love watching him play. Uh, he is playing Dead Rising tonight, so we'll stop by his channel. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Hope you have a good one. Bye. I hope to see y'all next time. And if you enjoyed being here, drop a follow if you like. Have a good night, morning, day, wherever you are. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Bye.